Huskies, the ice kings of the canine world, born of ice and endurance. In the frozen heart of Siberia, where the winds bite and the snow never sleeps, a legend was born, the Siberian Husky. These dogs were not bred for luxury or looks. They were built for survival. Their thick double coats guarded them against blizzards, and their boundless stamina carried them across miles of endless white. To the Chukchi people of Siberia, Huskies were more than animals. They were family, warriors of the cold, and lifelines through the harshest winters on Earth. Picture this. It's 40 below zero. The night sky dances with the northern lights, and a sled team of Huskies cuts through the snow like living arrows. Their breath clouds in the freezing air, paws pounding in perfect rhythm, eyes glowing with a wild blue fire. This isn't just beauty, it's raw power, born of ice and loyalty. Long before they became house pets or Instagram stars, Huskies were Arctic heroes. They carried medicine through deadly storms, transported supplies to isolated villages, and even saved lives when no machine or man could. Their courage wasn't taught, it was inherited, generation after generation. They were molded by nature to thrive where others would perish. Every Husky carries that ancient spirit even today. Their wolf-like looks, their piercing eyes, one blue, one brown sometimes, are reminders of their wild ancestry. Beneath their playful, mischievous charm lies a heart that remembers the cold of the tundra. Give a Husky snow, and it's like giving a bird the sky. They come alive. But their true magic isn't just in their endurance or strength. It's in their soul. They're fiercely loyal yet incredibly independent, loving yet stubborn, powerful yet graceful. A Husky will test your patience one moment and melt your heart the next. They don't just run, they fly across the snow, as if guided by the whisper of the Arctic wind itself. The Great Siberian Odyssey, from the Chukchi to the New World. The story of the Husky's journey from the frozen lands of Siberia to the modern world is nothing short of an odyssey, a tale of endurance, courage, and destiny. Imagine the late 1800s, when the Alaskan gold rush turned the icy wilderness into a land of hope and danger. Prospectors from around the world battled through snowstorms and deathly cold, searching for fortune. But survival out there required more than gold. It required Huskies. These dogs arrived in Alaska aboard trading ships, brought over from Siberia by explorers who knew their worth. Small but mighty, the Huskies instantly stood out among the larger, slower dogs of the north. Their speed, stamina, and intelligence stunned everyone. While others tired halfway through a journey, the Huskies kept running, tails high, eyes blazing, hearts unstoppable. By day, they pulled sleds through treacherous white Alps. By night, they curled up in the snow to protect their mushers with their warmth. The bond between man and Husky was forged in those moments, a silent, unbreakable connection between two souls surviving against the odds. Then came the moment that would etch their name into history forever, the Great Serum Run of 1925, when a deadly diphtheria outbreak struck the remote town of Nome, Alaska. The only hope was a 674-mile relay through blizzards and sub-zero darkness. It was the Huskies who answered that call, led by legendary dogs like Balto and Togo. The teams raced against time, carrying precious medicine that saved an entire town. The world watched in awe. Newspapers called them heroes, and suddenly, these Siberian sled dogs became global symbols of bravery and endurance. But even after the fame, they remained the same, loyal, wild-hearted, and built for the cold. Every husky today carries the blood of those Arctic champions, their unshakable spirit, their hunger for freedom, and their unstoppable drive to run. From the icy plains of Siberia to warm American homes, the journey of the husky is a living testament to nature's masterpiece, a creature born of frost, forged by challenge, and destined to rule the snow. Heart of the pack, loyalty, instinct, and the spirit of the North. To understand a husky, you have to think like a pack. These dogs weren't meant to walk alone. They were born to move, hunt, and survive together. Deep inside every husky beats the rhythm of the wild North, a code written in their blood long before they ever knew humans. It's this pack instinct that makes them so special, so magnetic, and sometimes so misunderstood. In the Arctic, the pack was everything. Each member had a role: the lead dog to guide the way, the swing dogs to turn the sled, the wheel dogs to pull the heaviest load, and the team in between to keep the rhythm alive. But what made the husky different wasn't just teamwork, it was trust. They trusted their leader, their musher, and most of all, each other. When one stumbled, the rest pulled harder. When the wind howled and visibility dropped to zero, they didn't stop. They felt their way forward, heart by heart, step by step. That same loyalty still lives in every husky today. They bond fiercely with their humans, not out of obedience, but out of respect, the kind earned, never demanded. They'll challenge you, test you, even disobey if they sense danger. It's not rebellion, it's intelligence. A husky doesn't follow blindly. They think, they decide. That's what makes them both a joy and a challenge to live with. Their instincts run deep. They read emotions, sense storms before they hit, and communicate with looks that feel almost human. A husky's eyes can speak entire stories. One blue like the glacier, one brown like the earth, as if they carry both the cold and the warmth of the world within them. In the pack, they thrive. In isolation, they fade. That's why a husky left alone too long begins to sing, not out of sadness, but from the echo of ancient calls across the snow. That haunting howl isn't noise. It's memory, a reminder of where they come from and who they truly are. The husky doesn't just live beside you. They choose you as part of their pack. And once they do, that bond is forever. Eyes of ice and fire, the mystique behind the husky's gaze. There's something almost supernatural about a husky's eyes. One look, and you feel it. That piercing, electric stare that seems to see right through you. Whether it's an icy blue, a deep amber, or one of each, the husky's gaze is more than just beauty. It's history, instinct, and wilderness captured in a single glance. Those blue eyes, clear as Arctic water, are nature's masterpiece. In the endless white of Siberia, they reflected light, helping huskies navigate the glare of snow and ice. But behind that frozen brilliance lies warmth, a spark of curiosity, intelligence, and mischief that defines who they are. When a husky looks at you, it's not just seeing your face, it's reading you. They sense your mood, your tone, even the tiniest shift in your energy. That's why husky owners often say, they don't listen, they understand. And it's true. You can't fool those eyes. They know when you're sad, when you're angry, and when you're trying too hard. A husky doesn't respond to commands. They respond to connection. Look into their eyes with respect, and you'll find loyalty. Look with arrogance, and you'll find defiance. Then there's the mystery of their heterochromia. One blue eye, one brown. It's as if they carry two worlds inside them. One from the icy north, one from the warmth of companionship. Some say the blue eye holds the spirit of the wild, and the brown eye holds the soul of the home. Together, they tell the husky's story. Half wolf, half friend, all heart. Even scientists are fascinated by those eyes. The genes that create that striking blue are unique to huskies, a genetic gift from centuries of adaptation to the cold. Yet no lab can measure what people truly feel when they meet that gaze. A mix of awe, respect, and a touch of fear. Because deep down, you know you're not looking at an ordinary dog. You're looking into the wild itself. When the snow falls and the wind rises, those eyes glow brighter, twin lanterns in the storm. They remind you that inside every husky lives an untamed fire wrapped in the calm of ice. Wings on paws, the speed, stamina, and spirit of the run. When a husky runs, it's not just movement, it's poetry written in snow. The way their bodies glide across the frozen earth, the way their paws barely touch the ground. It feels as if they're flying, wings disguised as fur and muscle. Watching a team of huskies in full stride is witnessing raw nature in motion, strength, rhythm, and purpose flowing as one. Unlike most dogs, huskies were never built for short bursts. They were designed for endurance, for journeys that stretched hundreds of miles across punishing Arctic landscapes. Their secret lies in their physiology. A husky's heart beats with an athlete's precision, and their metabolism is nothing short of miraculous. They can burn fat for energy while running for hours in sub-zero temperatures, and they never seem to tire. It's as if the cold feeds them, but stamina alone doesn't tell the whole story. What truly powers a husky's run is spirit. That deep, unyielding drive to move forward no matter what. It's in their bloodline. Their ancestors carried messages through whiteouts, pulled sleds over ice fields, and braved blizzards where even machines failed. Each stride today echoes those same survival instincts. When the sled harness tightens and the musher calls, hike, something awakens inside them. Their eyes light up, tails rise, and suddenly, the pack surges forward as one living organism. You can hear the snow crunching, the runners slicing through ice, the rhythmic panting that sounds almost like a heartbeat. They don't run for someone, they run with someone. It's a partnership, a dance between man and nature. Even in modern homes, that spirit never fades. A husky in a backyard will sprint in circles, dig trenches, and leap fences, not because they're restless, but because their soul remembers the run. Confinement is their enemy. Movement is their language. They are happiest when the wind is against their face and their paws are chasing the horizon. When you see a husky run, remember, you're not watching an animal exercise. You're witnessing generations of courage, freedom, and instinct in action. They don't run for fame or reward. They run because running is who they are. The language of the North. How Huskies speak without words. A husky doesn't need words to speak. Their voice is ancient, a mix of howls, whines, and glances that carry the language of the Arctic itself. Long before they ever heard human speech, Huskies were communicating through energy, emotion, and sound, a form of expression so powerful that even silence has meaning. When you hear a husky howl, it's not just noise. It's a story, a call to the pack, a cry to the wind, a reminder that they still belong to something far greater than fences or cities. In the frozen north, the howl could travel for miles, carrying messages through snow and storm. I'm here. We're alive. Keep going. It was their way of keeping the pack together when the world turned. White and cold. Even today, that instinct remains untouched. A husky will howl when they're lonely, when they're excited, or when they simply feel the pull of their ancestors in the air. It's a sound that chills and comforts at the same time. Wild yet familiar, distant yet intimate, but their language goes beyond sound. Look into their eyes when they tilt their head. That's a question. Feel the soft nudge of their paw. That's reassurance. Watch the way they lean against you. That's trust. Every gesture, every movement carries emotion. They don't talk, they connect. Huskies also talk to each other in ways few breeds do. Their body language is fluid and precise, tails high in command, ears forward in focus, shoulders low in play. They read one another perfectly, knowing when to chase, when to rest, and when to rally. That's the secret of their teamwork. No shouting, no dominance, just silent understanding built on respect. And then there's the husky talk, that unique mix of howls, barks, and almost human sounds that make them seem like they're holding a full-blown conversation with you. It's playful, emotional, and surprisingly intelligent. Many owners swear their huskies argue, complain, even mock them, and maybe, in their own way, they do. This is what makes them so extraordinary. They remind us that true communication doesn't need words, only presence, emotion, and connection. The husky speaks in the oldest language on earth, the language of the soul. Frost and fire, the husky temperament unleashed. To understand a husky's heart, you must hold two opposites in your hands, frost and fire. They are calm as snow and wild as a storm, gentle with love, fierce with freedom. Their temperament isn't built for obedience. It's built for adventure. The same fire that once pulled sleds through deadly blizzards still burns bright in every husky today. A husky is not a dog you command. It's a spirit you partner with. They're independent thinkers, wired to make split-second decisions in the wild. Imagine a storm howling through the tundra. The musher can't always see the trail, but the lead husky can sense it. That intuition, that stubborn confidence, is what kept humans alive for centuries. So when a modern owner yells sit, and the husky just stares back, it's not defiance. It's ancient instinct saying, "Are you sure that's the best idea?" Their fire shows in their playfulness too. A husky can turn a boring backyard into a snow battlefield, a living room into a racetrack, and a quiet moment into laughter. They are mischief wrapped in fur, stealing socks, hiding shoes, and flashing a grin that says, "Catch me if you can. You can't stay mad." They're too full of life, but beneath that energy lies their frost. Calm, patient, and deeply emotional. A husky can sense sadness before words are spoken. They'll rest their head on your knee, look up with those glacier eyes, and remind you you're not alone. They carry the emotional intelligence of a best friend and the loyalty of a warrior. This balance of frost and fire makes them both challenging and unforgettable. They're not for everyone. They demand respect, exercise, and freedom. Lock them up, and they'll find a way out. Ignore them, and they'll sing until you remember who they are. But love them right, and they'll give you a bond stronger than steel, older than time itself. Because inside every husky lives a paradox, wild yet gentle, free yet faithful, cold as ice yet warm as love. And that's what makes them one of nature's most beautiful contradictions, living proof that the wild and the heart can exist as one. The Arctic guardians, survival, strength, and the cold within. Huskies are more than pets. They are guardians of the cold, born to endure what few creatures could. They embody survival itself. Every muscle, every paw, every breath is engineered for a frozen world. A world where only the strong and the clever can thrive. They are living monuments to the harsh beauty of the Arctic. Imagine a blizzard sweeping across endless white plains, temperatures plunging past -40 degrees Fahrenheit, and a lone musher struggling through snowdrifts taller than a man. In those moments, the husky is not just a dog, it is a lifeline. Their stamina allows them to carry sleds over treacherous terrain. Their thick double coats shield them from frostbite, and their instinctual intelligence ensures they navigate paths humans could never find in a storm. But survival isn't just physical. Huskies possess a mental resilience that defines their spirit. They face isolation, danger, and exhaustion with the calm confidence of a seasoned warrior. In a pack, every dog contributes, every paw matters. Their unspoken coordination, honed over generations, is a silent symphony of endurance and strategy. They are both individual champions and master collaborators, making survival a collective triumph. Even today, this strength persists. A husky in your backyard may appear playful, but inside, their body and mind remember centuries of endurance. A sudden sprint, a determined dig, a howl to the wind. These are echoes of ancestors racing across frozen expanses, delivering hope where none existed. They are wired to overcome, to persist, to survive, and they remind us of the power of resilience. Huskies also carry the cold within metaphorically. They are not clingy. They are not submissive. They move with freedom, independence, and self-respect. That frost in their nature is a gift. It teaches patience, respect, and understanding. You cannot force a husky to be something it is not. You can only meet them halfway, and in doing so, you earn their trust and loyalty, which are as deep as the Arctic night. These Arctic guardians are not just survivors of the snow, they are teachers. They show us the beauty of endurance, the necessity of teamwork, and the quiet power of resilience. To live with a husky is to touch a fragment of the wild and carry it into your own life. beyond the cold, Huskies in modern life and adventure. The Huskies' journey didn't end with the Arctic or the sled trails of history. Today, they thrive in homes, on trails, and even in urban adventures, carrying their legacy of endurance, intelligence, and spirit into the modern world. But make no mistake, a Husky doesn't adapt passively. They transform their surroundings with energy, curiosity, and an unquenchable thirst for adventure. Bring a Husky into a home, and you'll quickly realize they are not typical pets. They demand engagement, movement, and mental stimulation. A Husky without adventure is like a river without flow, restless, yearning, and endlessly inventive. Whether it's running on open trails, swimming in icy lakes, or navigating obstacle courses, every activity allows them to channel centuries of survival instincts into something joyful and productive. Huskies are also social adventurers. They bond quickly with people and other dogs, forming tight-knit packs wherever they go. They have a knack for sensing emotions, offering comfort when needed, or encouraging play when spirits are low. Their playful, mischievous side ensures that life around them is never dull. A stolen chew or a sudden burst of running across the yard is a reminder that life with a Husky is full of surprises. Even in cities far removed from snow-covered plains, Huskies bring the wild with them. Morning runs, agility courses, and long hikes become rituals that satisfy both their physical and mental needs. A Husky in motion is a living echo of the Arctic, fast, intelligent, and fearless. People often remark on their wolf-like beauty, but it's the energy and spirit behind those eyes that truly captivates. Adventure isn't just physical for them, it's emotional. Huskies seek experiences, connections, and challenges that push their limits. They are loyal companions for explorers, athletes, and families alike. Living with a Husky teaches patience, respect, and understanding of freedom. Lessons inherited from their wild ancestors, but adapted perfectly to modern life. In short, the Husky transcends eras, from Arctic survivalist to household legend, from sled hero to backyard mischief maker. They carry a timeless essence that blends frost, fire, and freedom. Life with them is never ordinary. It's a daily journey into resilience, joy, and unspoken connection. Legends on for pause. Why Huskies are forever ice kings. After thousands of years of survival, heroism, and adventure, the Siberian Husky has earned a place not just in homes, but in history, a true ice king of the canine world. Their legend is not written in stone or ink, but in footprints across frozen tundras, in the silent loyalty of a pack, and in the hearts of every person lucky enough to call one their own. Huskies are a paradox of nature, powerful yet graceful, independent yet loyal, playful yet wise. Their lives echo the harsh Arctic landscape, beautiful, challenging, and unforgettable. Every stride they take, every howl they release, carries the memory of ancestors who braved storms, carried medicine, and guided explorers through the white wilderness. In those moments, you glimpse the essence of what makes a Husky legendary: courage, endurance, and an unbreakable spirit. But the legend isn't only in history, it lives in the present. A Husky's energy inspires, their intelligence challenges, and their emotional depth touches souls. They are companions, protectors, adventurers, and entertainers, all rolled into one magnificent creature. A husky will test you, push your limits, and demand respect. But in return, they give a bond unlike any other, one forged in trust, loyalty, and shared adventure. Even their appearance tells a story. Those piercing eyes, wolf-like features, and elegant coat are more than aesthetics. They are symbols of survival, freedom, and a wild soul tempered by loyalty. And the spirit behind the gaze, untamed, untouchable, unforgettable. They are not dogs you simply own. They are legends you live alongside. To see a husky running through snow, to hear them howl at the night sky, is to witness history, biology, and spirit intertwined. They remind us that life is meant to be bold, fearless, and full of heart. They teach endurance, courage, and the beauty of freedom. Huskies are forever ice kings because they embody a world that few ever experience. A blend of wild majesty, unyielding endurance, and soulful connection. They are living reminders that strength is not just physical, that beauty is not just in form, and that loyalty is the language of the heart. So whether they're racing through Arctic blizzards, exploring backyards, or curling up beside you on a quiet night, Huskies remain what they have always been, legends on for paws, sovereigns of ice and spirit, forever ruling the hearts of those who dare to know them.